Hey guys, what you doing? It's the Killer Doll here, and have you ever wanted to make money off of a mental illness while disguising it as that you're doing so much for charity? Well, I have the YouTuber and the YouTube merch just for you. Sadly, this really should not be a thing. So for those of you who don't know the YouTuber Corinna Kopf, who is more likely known for working with David Dobrik and Elle Mills while apparently also dating one of the Paul brothers, I really shouldn't be surprised because that explains a lot, has decided to make merch talking about anxiety disorders.
You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind. Love's so hard to find.
Yikes! That's gonna be a fucking yikes from me. Holy shit.
Now, Corinna's had this merch actually available for a while. However, it's probably only now getting talked about because people now know about her due to the Paul brothers, but it still doesn't make this okay, especially because digging into it, this is clearly for profit. Now, before we go fully into this, I just want to make it very clear right from the get-go that Corinna does have anxiety. This video is not trying to say that she doesn't or anything like that. Because if you haven't noticed, I'm not really a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything like that, so it's really not my place to say who has or doesn't have anxiety. However, just because Corinna has anxiety doesn't mean that I don't get to criticize her for making merch that's essentially trying to make mental illnesses trendy and fashionable. So let's talk about that. Anxiety sucks. New drop, link in bio, donating 15% to adaa.org.
Wow, we love a woke mental illness queen.
We love a mental illness queen who makes merch so that Becky in your Psychology 101 class can wear it and feel very trendy while also on topic. But how is this shirt making mental illness trendy? It's actually quite simple. The slogan, if you would, "My anxieties have anxieties," isn't being said to one person to another, whether that be a friend, a guardian, or a therapist. Because if this was something that was just being said between one person and another, you could take this either as a joke or somebody discussing how their anxiety essentially makes them feel. You know, actually discussing the effects of anxiety. This is not that scenario. This is a product being promoted and sold to, I'm going to guess, teenage girls, because I'm just gonna assume that's probably her target audience. With the production of this sweatshirt and t-shirt and the consumer consumption of the product, Corinna is essentially promoting a mental illness through a trendy and fashionable way. And the cute little catchy slogan for it would be the romanticization of the mental illness. This is why people have a problem with Corinna Kopf's design. The design is not starting a dialogue nor normalizing mental illness. Because it's being put on t-shirts and clothing, it's trying to be marketed as trendy or fashionable. Meanwhile, normalization of the topic would be discussing and talking about how anxiety makes you feel. Normalization is not getting a trendy, catchy slogan on a shirt with a very copy-paste definition of anxiety on it. Which, might I add, is very lazy to begin with. An overpriced and lazy product? Who would have thought from a YouTube vlogger? Now, for those of you who are about to roast me by saying,
Oh dog, you unwoke bitch. Seriously, 15% is going to the ADAA, therefore it's totally not for her own personal gain.
And here's why we have to discuss the profit portion of why this merch is wrong. Because if this merchandise really has to be sold, the percentage of what's donated definitely needs to go up. Now, looking into the merch, the sweaters cost $44.95 each. So after using my big ol' brain to figure out this hard math problem, that means that $6.74 will be donated for just one sweater. Which, by doing the math again, you find out that Fanjoy and Corinna are going to be splitting $38.21 in profit. Now, before you say
That's fucking outrageous.
it gets better, because that's just the sweaters. The t-shirts, on the other hand, cost $24.95, and the 15% of an individual
T-shirt.
being donated is going to be $3.74, which then means that the profit that Fanjoy and Corinna are getting is $21.21 split between them. So after doing the complex basic math that my brain can't even handle to do itself, I think it's clear to say that while she's making it look like a lot of it is going to a good cause, after doing the math and while not knowing how much she actually makes from the merch she sells on Fanjoy, it's very clear to see that she is going to be getting a lot more than what's actually donated. Now, I decided to wait a day to actually make this video because I wanted to see if she'd possibly say something, because she deleted all the tweets regarding this. The tweets that I've showed in this video are no longer available. But she hasn't said anything about this. The latest thing she tweeted is about being cold all the time.
Because we love a woke mental illness relatable queen.
Now, despite deleting the tweets about the sweaters and the shirts available, at the time I'm recording this, the products are still available for sale on Fanjoy. Now, the worst part about this, I think, is the fact that she deleted the tweet saying that 15% of the profits made from the sweaters and shirts are going to be going to ADAA. And while she still has her Instagram post up that says that 15% is going to go to ADAA, the website she's selling it on doesn't say that at all. It says nowhere on the site that these products have 15% of the profits going to a good cause. And that's kind of suspicious if you ask me, but go off, I guess, Corinna. So overall, what have we learned today? Making lazy merch that's trendy and catchy about a mental illness is really never a good idea. Check how much money is actually being donated to causes regarding merch, especially if it's about romanticizing mental illness, but for a good cause. And just own up to your fuck-ups, because truly, deleting tweets will only come to bite you in the ass, because sadly, the internet's forever. So Corinna, I have a very good suggestion for you. And this isn't meant to be bitchy or anything, but if you really want to make merchandise that is going to go towards a good cause, I definitely think you should take a note from the Dreams Rule Me book and make merch that isn't lazy and isn't trying to make mental illness fashionable. Good merch, essentially. And this isn't an advertisement or anything, guys, but if you really want to buy something where money that is made from it is going to go towards a good cause, I definitely recommend buying clothing from Dreams Rule Me. Their designs are always really cool, and they really don't glamorize mental illness like Corinna's doing. They donate 10 to 15% off the profits of an item that you're buying to either ADAA, NAMI, or Buddy Project. Those are just to name a few organizations. I am pretty sure there's more. So if you really want to do something for mental health awareness while also getting a really cool t-shirt out of it that doesn't make mental illness trendy, I definitely suggest going to Dreams Rule Me's website. I'll be leaving a link to their website in the description down below. However, if you want a really good t-shirt recommendation, I definitely recommend the Dreams and Nightmares t-shirt. It's tie-dye and a bitch loves tie-dye. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys kind of understand where people are coming from now when they say that this t-shirt and sweater is in really bad taste due to the design basically romanticizing mental illness as well as trying to make it trendy by putting it on shirts available for purchase and profit. The fact that it's very lazy to just slap on a definition onto a shirt. And not a lot of the profits that are being made from the t-shirts and sweaters are actually going to the organization, because 15% of 44 really isn't as much as you think it is. But yeah, I hope that was very clear. If it wasn't, I'm stupid and my tiny peanut-sized brain could not form words right. But yeah, if you disagree with this, definitely feel free to comment. I'd love to talk more about this because mental health awareness is something that I feel very strongly about because my mentally ill ass has gone through it. But yeah, until the next video, I'm going to be going back into hibernation because school is kicking my ass. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!